Good morning. Welcome to my yarn room. My name is Ginger. I am the Yarn Geek. And today is Vlogust 28th, although it's the 29th. And here's why. So, I think I told you guys that this last week I was back at work and it was very difficult because there was no yarn time. I mean, when I say there was no yarn time, that means I couldn't constantly be crocheting. So, Friday afternoon comes around and I'm come home, make dinner, and I made meatloaf, mashed potatoes and gravy, and some green beans. And after I ate dinner, I was like, okay, I think I'm just going to lay, and this was like 8:30 at night. I think, okay, I'm just going to lay down for maybe 30 minutes. I was out for the rest of the night. I fell asleep with all my clothes on. And I guess I was so out of it that my husband Casey couldn't even wake me up. He's such a sweet man. I guess. I mean, I don't even remember. Are you ever so tired that when you fall asleep, you don't even remember the last 10, 15 minutes you're awake? You just know that at some point you fell asleep. Well, that's how it was for me last night. And I was seriously going to make the Vlogust 28th video last night. And I'll tell you why, because I was so happy. Let me show you something. Guess what this is? Ta-da! This is the, what is it? Maybe 2.5 yards of yarn that I have left from that Karen anniversary cake. Now, I do believe that I've already shown you the cardigan. Ta-da! Here it is. And I took some fairly Instagram-worthy pictures last night on the porch, except for the fact that it was like 95 degrees. My husband was taking the picture. I was sweating bullets. It was like, oh yeah, these are great pictures if you like sweaty sweater pictures. So we'll see. I still need to post it for today. I'm so behind on all of my socials, but that's okay because I will catch up. So anyway, I just got to show you again. Ta-da! Now, after looking at this for a couple of days and trying it on and looking at it in pictures, next time I make this sweater, I'm definitely going to color control because I'm thinking there's a color that I want to get in the Karen anniversary cakes that I want to remake this sweater in. But see, you know, the places like this where the cakes change colors, I don't want that to be in my sweater next time. You know, like these areas right here. I want the stripe to just be a continuous stripe. But I love on the bottom how I didn't even make a border, but that's what it looks like. So anyway, that's just using a herringbone stitch and making a triple crochet at the end of each row, or not a triple crochet, I'm sorry, herringbone stitch, and then when I turn to go to the next row, I make chain 3, and then don't crochet in that first post because I'm using that chain 3 as the post for that row, and crochet in the next one. So it made kind of a little scalloped border, which I think is cute. But anyway, I love this sweater. I love this sweater so much, and this will look really cute with blue jeans. And it's going to be so warm and so, oh my gosh, if you guys could just feel how cozy this is. I love it so much. But yeah, and I might put another thing, but definitely color control. So anyway, This is my very functional Karen anniversary cake sweater. Thank you, Karen, for designing such a wonderful... My cat was making very weird sounds back there. Okay, now what I used with the rest of the yarn is I continued in with the herringbone stitch because I just had a herringbone feel. So I made a very functional cowl. And oops, this is what it looks like. And I was going to try to make it hooded, but then I thought, you know what? No. So this is my cowl. Oh, it's so warm and cozy. And, you know, put this on, put on my coat, and I am set. I like the way I was going to make the stripes go up and down, but I really like it this way. I think I like it this way the most. And, you know, also I was thinking that, here, let me do something with my hair on this cowl. Can also, I mean, it can be a little bit of a hooded because, you know, you could put it on like that, then put your coat on, and then, you know, have it like that so you can, you know, keep warm. I'm feeling all, yee. I really like it like this. So anyway, I got my, ooh, here, let me try them on both at the same time. I've got my sweater. I've got my cowl. So seriously, you guys, all of this out of one ball of yarn. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I am just so warm. I could go out for a walk in the wintertime with this on and be so warm. Karen, kudos on the anniversary cakes. I love it. Oh, look, I can make it a head thing too. Ta-da! Oh, I need to weave in the end. So, on to the next color of Karen cake. I mean, I haven't gotten it yet, but I need to. So, ta-da! Now, I want to show you what I finished. Well, it's not finished yet, but a huge part of it is finished. And I'll show you. Remember all those little ends that were hanging off of my bag? Look at this. No longer ends hanging off the back. Now I'm going to put handles on, and they're going to go right here. And this is officially my Mosaic WIP bag. And I'm going to put all of my Mosaic projects in it. So, you know, I wasn't happy with the way that the pattern was looking with the different colors of yarn, or, you know, the multicolored yarn. Like this one's okay right here, but it doesn't stand out like it should. I mean, you can see little glimmers of what it's supposed to be, but not, you know, the full effect. But it sure does make a cool looking bag, doesn't it? I'm going to put those handles about right here. And it's a heavy duty bag too. The Mosaic makes a really sturdy fabric. And let me show you what the bag looks like. Okay, I'm going to dump all of my stuff out so I can turn the bag inside out. Basically, it could be a reversible bag because turned it inside out. Oops, except I would need to weave in the ends. And look at that. Yeah, for it to be reversible, I just need to weave in those ends. Oops. And I need to, what's going on here? Oh, there we go. Yeah. There we go. Ta-da! There's the inside. And you know where all of the strings are? All of those nasty, nasty ends that need to be woven in. They're not woven in. They're inside. They're all hidden inside the double border. Doink, doink, doink. Isn't that awesome? Yeah. So, I mean, if you don't mind weaving in like 20 billion ends, don't make the double border. But I would rather crochet extra than to weave in ends any day. So I'm really, really happy with this so far. And I think I'm going to make the handle in all gray. I'm going to make it in all gray yarn. I was thinking of going to buy a wooden handle or something, but I've never done that before, and so I don't think I'm going to start now. So this bag is going to hold all of my Mosaic WIPs. So what I'm hoping that will do is to keep me from starting new ones before I'm finished with the old ones. Like, I still need to finish this one. I love my blankie. So, yep, this one still needs to be finished. I know I've shown you guys this before. In the bag it goes. And, oh, this is taking up a big part of the bag. I'm just going to show you how much this bag holds. Okay, got that stuffed in there. Still need to finish this one. Oh, guys, this is so soft. I think with this one I'm using loops and threads on the colors and the 1 pound Lion brand, Pound of Love, on the white. That's what these are. And there's this, the little mosaic piece that I found. Probably just gonna make like a little, I'm gonna make a bag out of it. I don't know. Usually what it's going to be kind of hits me as I go. So I never really know what it's going to be until it is what it is. So there's that. And here's, I haven't gotten a chance to work on this one anymore because I made a sweater, a cowl, and I finished a bag. So anyway, maybe I'm going to work on this some today. That goes into my Mosaic WIP bag. And guys, I started a new one, but there's a really good reason for it. Okay, so you know how sometimes you'll just have a little tiny piece of yarn left over, like it'll probably be, I don't know, like 15 yards or something like that. Not really like this, you know, just like a little bit like this. And you're like, well, don't want to keep it, but I don't want to throw it away. But what am I going to do with it? So what I'm going to do, and you tell me if you guys like this idea, I'm making a mosaic blanket that's kind of like a diary of things that I'm working on. So I'm going to try to make it, you know, color coordinate as much as I can. But this is it so far. And I'm adding on as I go so that I can just use up those little pieces of yarn. And when I'm working on this blanket or when it's done, I'm like, oh yeah, remember when I was making that? That's a little piece of that blanket that you have, Veronica, or that's a little piece of the blanket that you have, Anthony, or see? So it's like I can give the blankets away, but carry a little piece with me. So anyway, that goes into the mosaic bag. And the yarn, the black that I'm using, I'm going to use black throughout the whole thing, so it'll kind of look like a stained glass mosaic blanket. I'm just using regular, I love this yarn, black. I've had this yarn for I don't know how many years. It's been a while, but it's like, yay, I can use it. Okay, now those are all of my Mosaic WIPs, and I want to show you what the bag looks like with all of those WIPs in it. Ta-da! There we go. It's a very strong, sturdy bag. And I'm going to have to make very strong, sturdy handles. There we go. But that's what it looks like. Isn't it cool? It's just so cool. I love how the bottom stretches out, but with the double border, like the top, the rim doesn't lose its shape at all. So I'm super happy about that. I can't even, like, that's an accidental make. How many of your favorite things have you made because of just accidental changes that you've made or whatever, you know, in the middle of a project? I've made a lot. So anyway, that's what I've been up to. I went into a meatloaf coma last night. That's why I didn't get this video last night. Literally, meatloaf coma. It's a thing. Well, meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and green bean. I think it was, though, seriously, it was the meatloaf and mashed potatoes. Definitely. The green beans, I don't think that they are a coma making material. So anyway, that's it for now, because right now my plans for today are I'm going to catch up on all of the YouTube videos. I'm really excited because I'm going to spend all day watching YouTube videos from all of my friends and seeing what's going on in the yarn tubes in the crochet world. And then I'm going to hop back on tonight and make another one and talk to you again. So anyway, happy Vlogust 28th. And oh, I'll talk about it next video. Okay, I will see you later. See you later, alligators. And you guys have a wonderful day. And until then, bye. Love you guys.